This is Brother Ron, and welcome to We All Be News Radio and TV, the news-free Dixie for the 21st century.
It's just very, very important that people wake up and start to see the scam that's coming. Although I will tell you this, a lot of these people, I'm talking about black folk that are now beginning to open their eyes. I don't know if you're seeing this. A lot of these people don't want to vote. They don't want to vote for Trump, and they don't want to vote for the Democrats. So there's going to be a lot of people to stay home. Remember I went over that with you, that in Chicago, the little lesbian with the eye that looks like she's got stigmatism in the eye, the thing don't move around properly. You know, one eye, I guess a one-arm bandit or one dildo bandit, Lightfoot. Harold Washington in 1983 got more votes than I think the top 4 or 5 contestants in this Chicago first round. That's just, I repeat, Harold Washington, no, I'm sorry, Daley. Daley got more. The bottom person, I think Harold Washington got more than the first 6 or 7. That's how many votes. These black people did not vote this time. Black people aren't voting. They don't care. And it's a good sign, and it's also a bad sign.
Okay.
It's a good sign that people don't want to go for the okie doke anymore. It's a bad sign that people might be thinking about doing something other than voting. And, or they've just completely vegged out. But I think, and that's why they're looking to put out Stacey Abrams. I think they're going to try to get her to run for president for fake. And I think they're going to try to get Gillum to run for fake. Remember, they said he's going to announce in a couple of days. I don't know. Remember, he bombed with the sisters, having that white dude look like he was reaching in the crack of his behind on that houseboat. That didn't make people trust him too much. It made a lot of sisters mad. He's not a bad-looking dude. They get mad that they can't, the dude would never give them any, but would give some to this white businessman. And a lot of things just break down, though. Forgive me, we can talk about macroeconomic policy, but that's not what the average person is. The average person is, do I like you or do I not?
Right.
Are you appealing to me or are you not? That's the only thing that matters. And I don't know, let me see. The thing I was also want to mention to you, keep your eyes peeled on the South African elections. They're coming up. Nigerians just elected a little crooked Muslim dude. That means there's going to be more violence over there. I'm waiting to see, I'm waiting for the Mueller report to drop because, I don't think they have anything. Do you realize if they don't deliver anything that's really indicting on Trump, the white folks are going to double down and support Trump for 20. And the Democrats won't have anything to offer anybody. That's what I thought is. Now, tell me, what are your thoughts? Because we've been kicking it for a minute. Anything you're thinking about?
Well, I mean, I want to, we touched on R. Kelly a little bit, but I just want to get your thoughts about what's going to happen to him, in your opinion, in the long term.
Well, I think that he wants to fight, which is good. He's not, and so that's important. And the 2 women have come out for him. So, and they're saying that the family was trying to drag him for money, trying to gouge him to get cash, right? And if that's true, this thing's going to fall apart if the women themselves are saying, I wasn't kidnapped. I enjoy all the sex. I'm kidding. And R. Kelly is a perfect gentleman. Well, that's That's not going to work. They've already failed with that. But what's lacking is people like R. Kelly. One of the things that R. Kelly did do that's much smarter than my cousin Bill Cosby.
Mm-hmm.
He hired Monique Presley, who had been working for Cosby. Cosby and them let her go. When Cosby was winning, he had this sister, but you know, that little fat dude that looks like he has a pack of hot dogs in the back of his head, who's his publicist.
Andrew White was his name.
Yeah. I guess they got rid of her or got her to leave. But you know what? R. Kelly is paying this broad major money every month. And so she's gone to bat for him. And I believe Monique, she's good. The only person that doesn't know that is Bill Cosby, and his ass is locked up.
I don't know. He just got his publicist. I think they did a horrible job of like trying to help him defend himself in public.
But William, I got to talk about that despicable nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the thing he published in the New York Times that Bill Cosby was enjoying being in jail?
I heard that. I read the headlines.
I mean, who writes that kind? Only a person that hates Bill Cosby's guts. You know, I've only spoken to Bill Cosby once in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I would never do that to the man.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this guy's gotten all this money, all the damage to the Cosby family, and a little bit that the handful of people that wanted to help Cosby, it was nothing compared to what he's lost.
Mm.
And so that little liar's out there saying all this stuff. I told you he's not his friend.
Mm.
But, you know, Bill Cosby must be blind, you know, whatever. I don't know. Maybe he's giving them hand jobs or something in jail. But it's just, he's no good. Maybe the hand job is good.
Wow.
Anyway, so no, I think R. Kelly, he has a chance of beating it. See, that sleaze, that dude Avenatti, the same one that came after Trump, he's sleazy.
Mm-hmm.
He's like a little maggot. He's always in some shit.
Right.
I don't like him. He's nasty. He looks like, come on, you know, you see like really radical bohemian white gay dudes, lawyer types.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like one of those dudes that just does whatever they want, and they always have the good jobs. So have you ever looked at him? He doesn't look like a white guy who has to follow any rules. He looks like a white guy who does whatever he wants.
Mm-hmm.
But he has a relationship problem with abuse and mistreating people. He needs to be careful because this girl Presley, I mean, she'll kick his behind.
Mm.
And I believe that he's picked some good people to help him. And what R. Kelly needs to do is develop his own media. A lot of black folks don't think they should have to pay for certain things that they need because it doesn't fit in the normal train of things. But in reality, you're not in a normal situation.
Mm.
So you might need a publicist. You may need a documentary. You may need to say, my name is R. Kelly. And I probably have a problem. But I was molested repeatedly by a family member.
Mm.
I didn't get counseling. I've been maybe medicating through sex. I don't mean to hurt anybody. If I have, I'm going to try to make amends. I've gone into counseling. This is for Weinstein and others. And I'm going to be a better person. And I do like ladies, maybe too much. Some of it, how much is an addiction? How much of it is a fixation? But some of it is real. A genuine, right? Help me. Don't put me in jail like I'm a monster. I've never meant to destroy or hurt people. And you know what? A lot of folks will feel though.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if my sister had a cooch on my face when I was 5, I might be different too, right? Black people are ready to forgive. We'll forgive everything except for black folks fighting for their freedom. That's one thing black people don't like, is someone that's really struggling. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you broke, I'm broke. But if you're a pimp in one of those nice West Coast cities, everybody's going to send you money when you do an appeal, right?
Mm. Man, it is you tell.
So let me see. Now, what else? Before I know we're closing. I'm going to think about it when I hang up to tell you. Because, I don't know, you don't even ask. You just simply go. Sometimes you have to just ask because I have to trigger what my thought is. There's so many.
Yeah, it's so much. It's a lot of things going on that people. I mean, you just don't know. It's so much stuff happening, and it's just like there's a lot of distractions too. But you see patterns and stuff.
You know what?
Yeah.
I want to mention. Did you see how Jussie played like he was a white woman when he got in trouble? He was ready to treat those black dudes like they was street trash when he's the one that hired them. And he played the color game like he was a mulatto. I don't like stuff like that. And but I want to say this of him, because this is the fall of a primetime porn queen. Look at how everybody's pulled away from him. They're going to let him be destroyed. Remember my first video, or the second one, says, I hope he doesn't commit suicide. I hope he doesn't take his life. He's never really had to be a black person. I can just tell you, he reminds me of being at Harvard with all the little mulatto types who were getting treated like they were white. So they really, there's a game that they play with mixed race, biracial, whatever the hell they call themselves, where they get treated better than other black people. And it shapes their perception that other black folks are just complaining and bitching and moaning and whining because it doesn't happen to them. And when they get hit by real black situations, they have meltdowns. They can't handle it. And as I said to folks, those love sins are going to have to be for real and not for pay in jail. Now, that dude is just cock teased for the last 5 years. Someone's going to I really wanted to screw this person. He's really going to get it. I think he won't be running around the swimming pool like a TV. I can calm him down. You know, there'll be some like booty bandits in there, gorilla sisters in there be waiting. In fact, I think the crime rate's going to go up the day they sentence him for all those sisters that want to go to jail. Ooh, just supposed to be snatching pocketbooks or such. It's just the same jail,
wow.
It's just as small as this. I mean, you don't think that's going to happen? I do. I think all the little people in Cook County, you know, they're going to send up a praise. Hallelujah. Wow. And so Jussie, and he was doing body training and all this stuff. And also, I don't know if you saw the video where the Nigerian woman said that those dudes were messing with Jussie more than that. And like him hiding his phone. What was in his phone? Does he have pictures of him and Obama or him and Lee Daniels? Remember they redacted that stuff? And I'm wondering if he has kiddie porn. I'm wondering what's in that phone. And you know what? He's gonna have to turn that damn phone over. And I wonder if the people in Chicago are gonna leak that. Can you imagine if they leaked his phone? They just put all this stuff out there. Had pictures of Dennis the Menace with no clothes on.
Oh my God, no! Oh my man!
If they find that dude, they're gonna go through his stuff. He's not gonna be able to hide it. I hope he's deleted it.
Wow.
So, but that's a big victory for black people. Smollett being caught is a victory for the black movement because people are criticizing this homosexual, this sodomite extremism that they see. Like, Empire needs to get canceled. In fact, what I wanted to say, people need to demand that Oprah Winfrey's own get taken off their cable package.
I think there's a
Wouldn't that be
movement.
nice?
Yeah, I think people are doing that. I mean, on social media, people are saying they.
I haven't seen that. I hope so. Oprah Winfrey. I met Oprah Winfrey once. And Oprah Winfrey gave me a look like I had venereal disease. I was working, and from what I could see, she didn't know which forks to use at a formal event. I was eating the crumbs off the table. This is real. Condoleezza, I'm just telling you, this thing happened. Condoleezza Rice had a dinner at the State Department,
Mm-hmm.
and Oprah came. And by the way, Condi she might be a butch.
Mm.
She's been living with the same white woman for about 25, 30 years.
Okay.
Have the same bank account.
Mm.
I'm just bringing that up to you. And who was Oprah coming to see? Condi. And, aside from Condoleezza Rice looking like Chucky with the roadkill hairstyle,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's some issues there. Come on. Now, clearly somebody want to be with her. Well, I guess. But she does look like Chucky. And Chucky didn't have a gap. I bet you, a porn star could kick a field goal, money shot between the gap in her teeth.
Wow.
Well, probably not enough has happened. Just, come on, she does look like Chucky.
I mean, she got a distinctive look. I mean, she's
Chucky.
distinctive profile.
Chucky. Without the stitches. Chucky.
Mm.
She does look like Chucky. Why can't we be honest with each other? Why? I hate political correctness.
I mean, you pay some pictures out. She has a big head. She has a big head.
Like Chucky. She looks like Chucky. If Chucky had a black sister, and she's killed more people, Chucky's imaginary. That bitch is real.
Yeah, she killed a lot of people. The Bush regime was nothing to play with. Bush Jr. regime. But, wow.
So, anyway, my brother, we have to do this again, but we got to do a telethon, brother. We've got to find a way. You have to get a budget and say what it would take for We All Be to have like a studio so we don't have to depend on YouTube, or as I call it, YouTube.
I mean, basically, so they really,
YouTube is a drag. I've never put much stuff up there because I always figured they're going to pull it off.
Yeah, and they don't care about it.
Yeah, well, aren't they annoying? They're really annoying, YouTube.
Yeah.
And
they put out some of your stuff recently? You talking about?
Just whatever. I'm just tired of them. I deal with Facebook, but if we had like a better platform, like brother, we need to start streaming like constantly, but stuff we want in the day it happens, and it will make a difference. I really do think, in particular with the elections coming, it's going to happen. And I'm just waiting to see. I mean, I feel like there's going to be a major event, like a flood, like California. It's raining, and
so much,
maybe that's going to be flood.
Yeah.
And I just see some things coming. I just don't know what and when it's going to happen. And I can't wait. But I will say this to you. I want you to absolutely encourage people to demand this reparations on a comprehensive basis, to have them reach out, man. And on top of that, Brother Ron, do you know when you go on your wall and YouTube, you have to always ring the bell? I subscribe and have to do it over and over and over again to keep getting. I've stopped getting yours. I have to go back and ring it and make certain it comes.
It's by design. You know how they do. I mean, I believe they really try to target people's channels that put on a certain type of content so it won't reach the people. So, I mean, they do a lot of things to undermine stuff, but things get out there some type of way.
Because you know what? I was looking at Afro Synergy. That brother was hitting 30, 40, 50,000 people before. And then they changed it. Now he gets 6 or 7 or 8 or 9. And it's as if they made it such that people can't. You don't reach your potential, not because you're not doing it, but because you aren't allowed to do that. And they're deciding it.
Yeah, you got a lot of great content. There's a couple people like that They got great content, but it's like they should have more views. But I don't trust the numbers anyway. It's like on Facebook, I don't trust the numbers they put out because when I meet people in the streets, they say, "Well, I love Dr. Short. I like Judge Joe Brown." Is you being effective, but they want to get you in your mind that you're not being effective.
Oh no! I had an experience yesterday. I reached out to a brother I hadn't talked to since 2014, and he had seen, I don't know where it was, but he says, "Man, I've seen the things you were doing." I had no idea because sometimes they'll say 20 people saw it or 30.
Yeah,
I don't know. Well, no, I just keep doing it. The only way I know it is when I hear someone saying something almost identical to how I say it on someone else's thing. I'm thinking, I don't talk like everybody else.
Right.
So someone's copying, but I just wish people would talk to each other, man. Let's collaborate. Don't steal. Join.
I'll agree with you on that. Yeah. But you are influential, though. You're an influential person.
Say that again?
You're influential. You're very influential. You could be influential, not be the most popular person in the room, but popularity don't always mean you're innovative or you're influential.
Oh, yeah, well, I don't have to be the most popular. That's, you know what? I would be happy if I was communicating with a good 5 to 10,000 people in a week. That's enough for me because that's quality. Right. I don't need 1 million. By the way, have you seen this thing that happened with Talcum X? We talked about Sean King.
All right.
It's interesting how he gets hoaxed and embarrassed every now and then. His stuff is, he's too eager. I mean, and it just, I know he's mad because, I was messing with him, having fun with him, picking with him. It was fun. It was fun picking with him. And I think, actually, my brother, this ADOS thing is going to break some things loose. The thing I like about it is it's got a lot of people thinking all over. I actually believe that within people like, you know what? Jesse Jackson in 2000 said he wasn't so certain about reparations. But he thought it was the right road. Now, I'm wondering if he's changed. Not that anyone listens to him. And I'm wondering if Al Sharpton, all of these people need to have a record of where they stand. And if they're out, folk need to target them. And pretty soon it'd be nice for them to target the churches. By the way, is the Church of God in Christ moving back to Memphis, as I call it?
Yeah. Supposedly. Well, they are.
So, I will, well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to step out here, and folk, keep people in touch. Every now and then I hear from people that are listening, so you're doing a good job. I'm just thinking, wow, there's going to be something that explodes soon. I just don't know. It may be Chicago. I don't know about Baltimore, but I think that things are moving in various places. Even the stuff in Haiti, we didn't mention that. The people down there rioting and so forth and trying to get their freedom. I do believe something's going to take off. Now, I'll tell you, one thing, and I have to encourage everyone, if you know any of these people that are black Republican types, I'm going to send you something. I'm going to have you send out. We need to press them to support ADOS. Don't let them go. Congressman Tim Scott in South Carolina needs to be pressed about reparations. And then these little pro-life groups, they need to be leaned on. All they talk about is abortion. I call them single-issue niggas, sinners. because they only talk about abortion or LGBTQ, but we need to get them on reparations. And I believe that influential platforms like yours do a lot. So we have to pick this back up again. And I'm telling you, also, we need to organize a telethon, not only to raise funds, but to have people call the Congressional Black Caucus. Everybody call at least 3 congressional offices. When you call the Congressional Capitol Hill operator, you can get 3 phone numbers. Everybody should call at least 3 congressional offices and tell them to take a stand on reparations. Do you realize if we did that, that would take off? By the way, I'm going to be back on Twitter in the future, and we're going to go back to terrorizing and raising hell. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. So sometimes you have to make stuff happen, but the most important thing that we could make happen is to pressure the Black Republicans to support reparations. And that's it. I'm going to bounce here, but you keep your head up. Thank you. We're going to do this again.
I appreciate Dr. Short. In the words of Great Duke Ellington, right. We love you madly. Keep on producing and pushing. And we'll definitely have you on again on the platform.
See you then, brother.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
God bless.